Hey guys, it's Crafty Type 1, and I really didn't think this video would be the one I would return to, but for the last 8 months, I kind of like stayed in front of my monitor trying to make a video idea, just waiting for the right announcement, the right game, or the right direct. But then the June direct came and went, and I haven't really felt the same regarding Nintendo after it. And I have a feeling a lot of people are as well. I've been seeing a lot more discourse online about this. Because on paper, that direct was fairly solid. We got Splatoon Raiders. We got the announcement of Switch Sports Resort and the announcement of a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. Which, like, looking at it from afar, should be crazy, right? But then after the direct ended, I didn't really feel any crazy excitement. I didn't hate it. I just thought it was cool. I wasn't sitting there thinking Nintendo was doomed because they have, like, solid lineup of games, but I just thought that it was cool. And that is almost weirder. And I'm seeing this a lot online as well, where like not a lot of people are tending to talk about the games like the same way that they did 2 years ago. It's more about news. I find it weird for me as well because Nintendo used to be the easiest thing for me to talk about. You give me a game, I could give you a bunch of theories. Directs would be the easiest thing to pull me back in as well. But lately, it hasn't. And I think it's a combination of many things about like the whole gaming culture shifting, as well as my personal taste shifting, and Nintendo just being different now. Yeah, so in this video, I want to talk about it because Nintendo doesn't feel the same way anymore. I want to first say this isn't a Nintendo is doomed or Nintendo is bad now video. I just want to make that completely clear because I think Nintendo as a company is probably at its highest point it's ever been. And I and many others still like Nintendo. But something just feels off and different about the games, the vibe, the marketing Nintendo has been doing lately. And I thought, and you kind of see this a lot with other people as well, the June direct would have pulled me back in. I think we all were kind of just waiting for, oh, we're going to get all the games on the June direct. And we really didn't. We got announcements of 2 games, which were pretty cool. And then more information on 2 other games, which were pretty cool. And see, that's the problem. They're pretty cool. And that's really about it for me. I wasn't really extremely excited. I mean, of course, Raiders is going to be a great game, but it to me in my mental, it's shifted from I'm going to preload it, play it same hour to I'm going to play it same day, maybe even the day after. But going back to the direct, we essentially got, Splatoon Raiders, Switch Sports Resort, Ocarina of Time remake, and then Rhythm Heaven Groove. These aren't bad announcements, but the thing is, the way that their marketing has been has kind of shaped the way that I've seen these announcements. We thought that this was going to be a lot bigger than it actually was. This was supposed to be the summer direct. This was supposed to showcase what the Switch 2 could do. And in reality, I mean, we got more information. We're going to get a Splatoon direct, and we're going to get a Zelda direct, so we're going to get more information a little later. And I think this just kind of sums up the Switch 2 era as a whole. I think we could all see, like, at the beginning of the Switch 2, it felt odd, different. The marketing cycle feels different. The way games are shown and talked about feels different. Just overall, like on the content side of things, gaming news, it's more regarding gaming news and not about the games themselves. I feel like there would have been a lot more theory videos and like discussions in the past, but right now it's kind of like we're kind of grasping at straws. We're like looking at Nintendo specifically and what they're doing and not their games. And I thought this would change with the June direct and with the second half of the Switch 2, but it honestly doesn't hit as hard as I expected. So like the first year was a little disappointing, but okay, it's the first year. We thought it was gonna be a little different. We think like maybe they would lock in on the second year. Just barely started the second year of the Switch 2, halfway through the actual year, and nothing has changed. I feel like nothing feels different. And I'm not blaming Nintendo for this either. Like, I get it. They're a business. There is a bunch of business reasons for them to be like slowing down on video games, for them to be trying something different. They popularized the direct showcase mentality. And maybe they found something different that the whole gaming space is going to go toward it. Just prices on hardware in general. I mean, we saw that at the beginning of the Switch 2. And I get it. Like, as someone that's trying to look at this realistically, I understand their side. But as a fan, as someone that kind of, wants a little more, it just hasn't been hitting the same. And I kind of want to talk a little bit more about me personally, because me 4 years ago, I feel like if we got the same thing, like this exact thing, would have seen this completely differently. And that's why I don't want to put any blame on Nintendo, because I feel like this also is like a personal thing, or a group shift. A bunch of people are like, wanted the Switch 2 to feel like the Switch 1. But, back in the Switch 1 era, of course, I was a lot younger. Nintendo would have been amazing. I used to like watch the Nintendo Treehouse events, and now I'm just kind of like, oh, cool. Oh, the definition of this video is, oh, cool. But yeah, I would have been preloading games. I would have, set up countdown streams. I would have done day one live streams. But right now, it just definitely feels like I'm not going to plan my life around the game. I'm going to plan the game around my life, which is different, and it's weird. And I'm not saying it's wrong or bad. This video is just weird. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. But before, Nintendo games felt like an event. Now they feel like something I'll get around to when I feel like it. Oh, sounds so much worse than how I feel like it actually is. And watch this change. Like, I feel like once I start making videos, making content, I'm gonna get back into Nintendo. Like, watch that be the case. But it's important to note that Nintendo is also changing as a company, but I am also changing as a gamer. We as a collective group, or me as a person, aren't the exact same as, we were before. I think that's important to mention regarding this channel, because I've always kind of had the rule with this channel that it's all basically going to be Nintendo oriented, Nintendo themed. And I think that's kind of what caused me to go MIA for like 8 months, and all the other times before. It's because like I get into other things. I'm not just a Nintendo fanboy. I like Nintendo, and I structured the channel around it, but now I'm starting to think maybe I should expand my horizons. I'm gonna get a little personal right now, because Nintendo content started to feel like I was waiting for permission to create, waiting for the next Direct, waiting for the next big game, waiting for Nintendo to do something to talk about. And when Nintendo doesn't really do anything, like how it kind of feels like the Switch 2 era has been, I just was like grasping at straws, and then eventually just would not upload. I didn't want to force excitement, because I didn't want to turn it into homework. And that's kind of why this channel has been quiet again. I didn't stop making videos because I didn't care about creating. I kind of stopped because the thing the channel was built around, that being Nintendo, hasn't really given me the same spark. And I was hoping to get that spark back. But in reality, I never really got it back. And, I'm a human. I get excited about other things. Right now, of course, I'm always still into anime, PC building, other games, game series. Oddly enough, the new Sword Art Online game that comes out is coming out. Kind of interested in that, or Forza. Used to have this rule where I would enjoy all those other games separately from the channel, and the channel would be directly only Nintendo content, which again is like great for like, lifestyle and everything. I thought it was working well when Nintendo was firing on all cylinders, but right now they're not, and I feel like the channel's at a detriment to it. So with that, I do kind of want to share that I want to expand the I am still a Nintendo fan, and I think everyone could have kind of started to see this with my more recent videos, talking about the Steam Machine, talking about Project Anata. So I think what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I'm back creating content. I just don't want this channel to exist and kind of die, because forcing myself to see if Nintendo is giving me something to talk about. So this channel will be shifting to less Nintendo and more of just a variety of gaming. If you're a new person, made it this far, think you'll like that, feel free to subscribe. I want this channel to basically feel like a passionate guy talking about the stuff he likes, or wanted to put my input on something. YouTube has honestly been the dream forever. I've always wanted to try doing YouTube full time, and it's always been kind of like my default, like, oh, what do you want to do in the future? Oh, I want to do YouTube. But you know how you say something for so long, it kind of loses its impact, its charm. It's kind of hard to say that when I haven't uploaded in 8 months. And I'm extremely proud of what I have built, the community that I have. Salsa, I'm looking at you. I'm proud of the videos that I've made. And if I were to go back and show the younger self this whole stream setup, or any of the videos that have over 20,000, me being on the Beat 'em Ups podcast, he would have been blown away. It's never really fully been the career that I kind of hoped it would. And I guess that's the kind of reality of YouTube. You kind of always hear of the success stories, but never about the failures. And I just want to be extremely honest right now. I've been putting all my eggs in this YouTube basket, but I'm now 22. I've still done well. I've bought in a house. I've done many things that a lot of people consider successful. I know I could do more. And for a long time, I thought that more would be YouTube. If I do a break for 8 months, am I mentally even capable of doing YouTube full time? And that's the part that I'm kind of worried about. It's like I'm like sacrificing so much to want to do this, but not doing it. And I want to make things clear that this isn't me giving up. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm not quitting. I'm giving myself one more honest attempt with this version of Crafty Type 1 that actually excites me, that actually wants me to do things, that actually wants me to create videos. I'm not forcing Nintendo. I'm not boxing myself in. I'm being the millionth variety streamer. This new version definitely reignites this passion, and I'll definitely run with it. But if that running ever stops, I think that'll pretty much be it. And I think that's a healthy goal to kind of set in mind, because in reality, there's other stuff in life that I want to do that money and monetary value is kind of holding me back. And I do feel like I'm the type of person, if I put my mind to it, I believe I could do it. The problem is the mind part. That's where YouTube, if this naturally falls off, I think that'll pretty much be it, because my mind doesn't really want to do it. And that's not a bad thing. 10, 12 years ago, I didn't ever expect me to be where I am now. To wrap up this whole video, and if you've stuck through all of that personal talk, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on it. Nintendo definitely doesn't feel the same no more to me and a bunch of different people. I feel like Nintendo has definitely changed, and we have definitely changed as Nintendo fans. And maybe you feel differently. And I'm not trying to speak for you as well. This is just my observation. I still love Nintendo, but I also love other things and want to make videos about it. So that's where this whole video kind of came from. This channel may look different, but it definitely would be more enjoyable for me. I want to thank all the longtime viewers that has supported me getting to this point, and welcome all the new viewers. If this is your first impression of me, this is probably a really weird first impression. This is not really how I do my videos. So if you want to see if I make it or not, subscribe, like the video, push this out there, hype the video. Man, I wasn't able to say that before. But yeah, I'm Crafty Type 1, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.